Yeah, yes. Good day, everyone. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is good. Everyone is good. We're just gonna have a little bit of discussion about a few things. Few things in terms of the game plan for the new year. And also, we're just gonna obviously like keep saying that our main focus is basically the intelligence of 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 officially becoming a master trader. Besides a master trader, but people who will be able just to understand the market, the way it move, and also who will not be disturbed. They just have to have their own focus. Okay, in terms of what they must do to make sure that they keep winning in the Forex market, because that's what is needed at this stage. Okay, so what is needed at this stage is to make sure that when you go to the market, obviously, like I keep saying, you've got the million dollar movement, which is basically all about empowering people, empowering traders to becoming all they can be, becoming all they can be. And also, it's all about making sure that everyone they understand exactly what is needed for them. Because um, sometimes it's all about, do you understand exactly what you're doing? And also, is your strategy in line with your goals? Because sometimes you can have a strategy and you find that even your strategy does not help you in terms of you reaching out your goals. Okay. So we're gonna say our main focus obviously is to educate, empower, and enrich you as a trader, you know. Okay. So let's just jump in. So our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity. Our main focus is basically on educating, obviously, the masses on the power of the financial markets and providing a platform for our members to achieve those goals. Okay. So basically, our movement, obviously, as you know, in our team, we've got different traders, entrepreneurs, and world coaches, and people that basically have vast of knowledge, through trading. And you actually have one of the most amazing trading community whereby you can learn from other traders. You can also improve, from other traders, and you'll be able to, to be able to learn, and you'll be able also to not just learning, and also you'll also be able to, I'm just waiting for a few people, uh, uh, just know that the session obviously I will upload it on YouTube. So it's very important to note that we upload it on YouTube. But what is also important is that you must also subscribe, to the channel whenever we are uploading a new material. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video, you will able to, to know, so that you will not miss out, okay, of anything that is going on in terms of what we are looking at in terms of trading. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, so let's go. Let's just jump in before we waste any time, any of your time. Okay, so basically, this is the thing. You must understand there's something called 21 and 90 rule. So it's basically saying it takes 21 days to create habits and 90 days to create a lifestyle. Okay. What that means is that obviously to create a habit, and habits is something that you do almost every single day. It's something obviously that you do. For example, if you want to create a pattern or a habit or a plan, it's always best to make that into a habit so that you can do that without even thinking, As obviously there are those good habits, also bad habits, but the good habits obviously are the one that the successful people do every single day that makes them successful, A lifestyle, basically, out of your habits, what you will have now is what we call a lifestyle. If you've got a habit of going to the gym, you probably have a lifestyle of being a fitness guy. If you have a habit of investing certain amount of money every month, obviously you will basically have a lifestyle of obviously getting dividends paid, all of those things. Okay, so it's one of those things that you should also note in terms of habits. Okay, so it's very important for you to know that whatever habit you might have, it's gonna create a life out of that habit. Okay, so let's go to the next session. So the game plan is growing a small account or growing a big account. Okay, so what are you growing? But I'm going to focus on growing small account, but obviously same plan even in growing a bigger account. So growing a small account, you focus on growing a percentage growth plan. Okay, number two, you focus on high probability trades. Okay, high probability trades only. Okay, and then second thing is you must also push to focus on running free trades. When I say running free trades, I mean trades that are already on profits. And what you're doing there, obviously, you're just putting a stop loss to break even. If you're not doing that, obviously, you're just going to move your stop loss to break even, or you're putting your stop loss just above your break-even point, meaning in profits. So if the market does reverse at some point while you're in profits, it's gonna give you more profits. Okay, we good. Okay, and then obviously we're gonna talk about RIB partnership, which is one of the things that I want to talk about also. The game plan for the year. I basically want everyone in the group to basically let's have at least one or two brokers that we open an account with those brokers. We focus on just trading with those two brokers, okay? And then with the more we have deposits or accounts that are run through only those two brokers, you will find that whenever we want to do events, whenever we want to do session, it will be very easy for that broker to sponsor everyone. Okay, when I say sponsor, I mean the venue, the place, the lunch, everything can be sponsored by the broker if everyone is signing up under one broker, even if it's not your major account, but it's just possible, let's just say one account is by that broker. Okay, so it'd be very easy and also very good for everyone in terms of a long-term planning wise. Okay, all right. So, and then obviously when I say growing a small account, you're focusing on percentage growth. Okay, for example, you focus on making 3% to 5% growth per day or per trade. Let's say you've got an account balance of about $100, so your growth obviously, let's say, is 3%. Looking at the rand, it's about exchange rates of 17. 1 rand is 17 rand per dollar. Okay, so if you've just done $3, it's just 3%. $5 is basically 5%. Okay, and then if you're talking about $200, 3% is $6, and $10 is your 5%. Okay, and then $500. If you talk about your 3%, you talk about $15, and obviously $25 is your 5%. Okay, looking at these numbers, imagine looking at these numbers, basically what you will see is the steady growth of the account. That's what you will see in this. You see a steady growth of the account. For example, imagine you've got a $200 account making 100 rand a day. Not a day, but a trade, taking 3 trades a day, that's give you 300 rand, and basically you can be making close to 1,000 rand. So 1,000 Rand a day gives you about 5,000 Rand a week, and basically that's about 20,000 Rand a month. Only from 3 trades a day that are giving you 100 Rand, okay? So obviously $10 is 170, close to $200. So that's basically per trade, you know. Sometimes, you know, if you're making about 20K per month, you know, that means you can basically, most of the banks can qualify to get a car and a property, which is very good. Obviously, the main focus on this session is just making sure you are being consistent in terms of your trading. And then if you've got $1,000 account, obviously the focus on the 3% is $30, which is roughly about 500 Rand, and $50 is roughly about 850. So if you're growing an account, focus on the percentage growth per trade or per day. Okay. So when you're focusing on the percentage growth, it means is you're focusing on 3 to 5% per trade. So whatever trade you are taking, the main aim is to grow your account to 3% or 5%. Once we've achieved that target, for example, $100, $3, $200, $6 or $10 or $5, you know. So once you've achieved the percentage growth per trade or per day, you close some partial profits, at least about 30 pips. Okay, you close partial profits. For example, let's take a look at this. Okay, maybe let's just finish with the slides. Okay, for example, okay, let me just do it with an example. Okay, I'm just gonna go through with the slides. Okay, for example, you've been buying what? This is AUD/USD. Maybe just take a look at gold. Let's say you've been buying gold, okay? Now gold has basically moved from here to here now, okay? If you're looking at this, you've got over 250 pips, right? So from here to this moment, obviously what you do is once the price has moved from here to there, you can literally move your stop loss to break even, or just move your stop loss to somewhere where you will, even if it come back, you will not be affected. When I say your account will not be affected because you move your closing partial profit, it means close 0.5 if you are holding a trade that is at one standard lot trade. Close at 30 pips, 0.05 if you're trading at 0.1 loss per trade, and also close 0.03 if you're trading 0.05 per trade. Okay, hold and swing trades by looking at the higher time frame or to the daily. What do I mean by this? Let's say you are holding a trade. Okay, you are trading a pair. For example, this is gold. Okay, let me just remove everything. See, okay, you've been holding a trade for some time now. Okay, now what do I mean? I think we've got to here. I think this week. Let's say I think it's the day before. Okay, I think gold was somewhere here before this major move. Okay? Before it broke above this level. When gold was here, right, as 1902. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you've done your analysis. You're like, okay, fine. I want to close. For example, here you are trading this gold. You can see, okay, fine. I think this was 1902. So you can see this movement. For example, this movement from that level to that level. So you're looking at the higher time frame. This is higher time frame. This is daily chart. So what you want, maybe let's say you want to close gold here at this level, right? 1965, or basically you want to close here 1989. Okay. So you're looking at the higher time frame, then you see a bigger picture, then you keep holding, but you only hold once your trade is in profit and you have already closed what? You must close So these are the steps. So what you do first, you focus on the percentage growth, right? Once your trade is in profits, you close it or you close partial profit, minimum 20 pips or 30 pips. What do you close? You close half of the lot size you've been trading on. So 0.03 at 0.05 or 0.05 at 0.1 lot. Okay. And then you hold and you swing by looking at the higher time frame, which is the 4-hour to daily. You only hold once you have closed partial profits and you move your stop loss to break even, which means you move your stop loss to your entry point. Okay. And focus on high probability trade. This means you focus on very few pairs. Okay. You focus at least, you should not be trading for more than 10 pairs, but obviously understand that it's not just the pairs you're looking at, you're also looking at the certain setups. It's not about the setups, it's all about the setups, not about the pairs. But it's best to focus on a few pairs if you are trading. Don't trade everything, because more likely you will not be able to understand everything that moves in the market. And then obviously you must look for during the London session, you must look for Euro trades, GDP trade, or DAX or UK 100 trades. Okay. And obviously, if it's a US market session, looks for USD pairs, CAD pairs, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, S&P 500 as gold trades. During the US markets, you're more likely to see aggressive move. Okay. It's very important to note that if you're trading in the morning, trade the pound, trade the euro. If you're trading in the afternoon, it's very important also to note that you see major movement on what? On DAX. No, in the afternoon, US market on Canadian dollar, USD, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, S&P 500. Okay. If you're trading the Asian session, obviously look at the JPY, AUD, and ZD. Okay. It's very important that you trade chart patterns, QML, head and shoulder that are in line with the higher time frame trends. Okay, what do I mean? For example, I think we saw one in the, I think there was a pair that gave a signal in the morning. I think this was CHF JPY. I think there was pattern that I saw there. Where is CHF JPY? There is it. Looking at this, you can see. So, for example, this is a pattern, right? So, if you're looking at this, you can see the market came back here, and then actually made a drop. Okay. So now we're looking at the reaction that's going to be here. Obviously, as you can see, they started to giving us what? The doji. So now this is basically where you are more likely to see what the reversal. Okay, so looking at that, you can see this is a pattern. This is pattern here, and then there's a drop here. So this is coming back to this level over here. You start seeing that reaction on that level. Okay. And if you go in the morning, you will see there were some movements also on the pound. Okay, let's go over the pound, like GDP USD. Okay. So now, as you can see, the pound has been moving, and you can see on these levels, see, the market has touched that level so many times. So many times the market has touched that level. And also, even this side, the market has been touching that level for so many times. Okay. So basically, what has been happening is not much in terms of the pound. It's been moving within this zone. Okay. And right now, if you go on a smaller time frame, you can see it's on the demand level. Okay. And the reason I'm saying, imagine if you've been selling the pound during the session in the morning, you've already got about from there to there, it's over 60 pips. Okay. You've made your 60 pips. So now let's look at the other pair, like your euro. Same story, like I'm saying in the morning, trade the euro, you know. Same story with euro JPY. I believe there's some movement in it. Just you know. There been some, obviously, because there's going to be interest rate decision, not much has been happening on this pairs, okay? So what do? You're gonna, if you're trading smaller time frame, obviously you must trade smaller time frame, but you must look at the bigger time frame for a like what we call a bigger view of what is happening in the market. I say bigger view, I mean small time frame, few information. Bigger time frame, much bigger information. You can see the structure that is on the higher time frame are much more solid. Okay, so trade chart patterns that are in line with the higher time frame is very important. Okay, that's very important. And then obviously, like I've said before, the benefits of everyone in the within the group of signing up in the IB. Obviously, if you've got some information about the broker, you've got a trusted brand, obviously opportunities to develop, you've got commission, even your own trades that you're taking, you get some commission. Obviously, some traders, obviously, if you, let's say you refer people to the broker, some broker, they give you up $20 per lot. If you've got 20 clients that are trading at $20 per lot, $400 per day is over 100K per month. You know? So basically, what I'll be doing, obviously, this year is the same thing. Not the same thing, but I'll be pushing it much more advanced stuff. So like a million, money mentor, and the financial market education, the PEM accounts, and charts analysis, all of that. Okay. So with the charts analysis, I really want to emphasize that as much as you'll be getting those alerts every day, those signal alerts, understand that obviously the signal are 89% accuracy. Signal from your currencies, gold, Nasdaq, USD, DAX, oil, and even sector indices. For example, our signal, you can, let's say you are trading on a good account. Obviously, if you're trading, let's say even if you're making $100 a day, or how many, $10 a day, even $30 a day is roughly 10K a month, which is very important. That obviously $500 a day, no, $30 a day is basically close to 500 rand, and basically it's go that times that by 5 is basically 10,000 rand a month. That is just on the signals. Also, if you also can understand the analysis, you can make much bigger amounts. Like I keep saying that if you are trading, focus on percentage growth, 3% to 5% per trade. It is very important, and every trade that you are placing, you use the correct lot size all the time. Okay. And then make sure whatever trade you've taken, once the trade is in 20 pips or 30 pips in profits, close 30 pips on, close 30 pips or 20 pips on a standard lot, and close 30 pips off 0.5 on one lot per trade. Okay. So that is just me. Okay. And then obviously we're gonna push in signals. And then obviously the PEM account is where basically we've got the PEM account. If we obviously, I keep saying, the PEM account is whereby you just register an account with the escrow for now. And then obviously it's where you've got traders that are trading on your behalf. And then obviously you've got just like a passive income, it's like your investment in a way. So for example, if for example, if your PEM account achieves 50% of $1,000, which is about $500 per month, you're gonna keep saying that it gives you yeah, okay. So for example, if a PEM account achieves 50% per month of $1,000, which is about $500, which is equates to $6,000 per month. At that rate is close to 100K. Okay. So that's just a demonstrating in terms of the numbers. When we talk about the PEM account. So PEM account achieving 50% of $1,000 can get an easy 100K on it. Okay. But obviously if it's 30%, obviously it's going to be $300. $300 times 10 months is basically, let's say $300 is roughly 5,000. That's basically close to 50 to 60K in a year, which is good, which is very good. Okay. Yeah. So, and then the financial market education, we're going to be doing sessions. Obviously, we're doing these sessions on weekends. Some of the sessions, we're going to be doing them live. So that's why I urge everyone to sign up on the IB so that we can do them with the events that are sponsored by the broker, from the venue to the equipment, even the traders be getting like funded by the broker. We obviously we're giving off ebooks. We're getting over videos from YouTube, some of them, and also ebooks. You also, obviously, with our session, you learn about trading, strategy, risk management, and portfolio management. Remember, we've got people from all over, not just South Africa as a country, but people from the UK, Botswana, Swaziland, and Namibia that are learning from our strategy, and even for our YouTube channel, and even our Telegram channel, for a lot of people from all over. So obviously with the WhatsApp group, make sure that you are active there, and you are active, you are posting, you're asking questions. You got my number. Every time you got a question, always feel free to ask. And obviously with the PEM account, that's where you can basically link up. If you are a very busy person and you cannot trade, make sure you start registering and you sign up on the PEM account. Even if you're not cured up about trading, you can sign up and register, open up a trading account, and you can link it on the PEM. You're getting those monthly profits via the PEM, via the escrow broker. I posted a link on our Telegram channel. It's a very good plan, and then obviously we've got the mentorship going on. So make sure for you to learn and improve in your trading, make sure you keep asking me questions every now and then so that you will basically be able to learn and obviously become all of these things. When you say all of these things, I mean become part of the mentorship and also be active, in terms of sharing your analysis. Do not be afraid to share your analysis, because that's basically what it's all about. Okay. And obviously we're getting those signals and all those things. Yeah, I think that's it. So just to recap, okay? Just to recap, as a trader, for you to be successful in this trading or in trading or in just trading as a whole, it's very important to create what we call a habit. So it takes 21 days to create a habit. Habits is something that you do almost every day. So create a habit of being a winner, meaning obviously set a schedule for your trading, set a schedule to learn, to improve, to backtest, use the weekend to backtest and to learn a few things, and to also read the ebooks and also watch, be active on the group, and set because trading, you're going to treat it as a business or a long-term investment. Make sure you allocate time for you to learn, allocate time for you to trade, allocate time for you to go over your planning. Okay. And another thing that that is very important, have a journal where you're recording every trade you are taking, because trading is a business. Record every trade. If you've taken a buy, let's say you're taking a buy in gold, just say gold buy at this price. I bought gold because I saw 1, 2, and 3. Record everything. Over the weekend, take a look at your journal so that you will know exactly why did I take this trade, and what was the result of me taking that trade. Also, you will record the time, you will record the pair, you record whether you bought or you sell, you record what was the outcome. The outcome was in profit in so many pips, or a loss in so many pips. What was the stop loss? What was the loss size? You record every trade you are taking. And then when that becomes your habit, then it will become your lifestyle. You just do it automatically, And then, like I keep saying, focus on the percentage growth, 3 to 5% per trade, so that you can calculate the risk, the lot size you're going to use each and every trade you are taking. Account balance 3% growth on the $100 is $3, is 51 Rand. $5 is 85 Rand. If you're taking 3 trades from $100 account, that's giving you 3% growth. Each of the trade is 150 Rand. $200, $6 is 3%, 100 Rand. $10 is basically 170 Rand. So once you've got this sorted out, it's 3% per trade, and 200 Rand profits a day can give you a thousand per week, and then obviously 4,000 a month. Obviously, if you're doing $500 account, 3% is $15. Obviously, like I keep saying, you can hold a trade. Once you've done this, once it's on 3%, obviously you can close partial. Partial is closing half of your lot size while you're still holding the trade for a much bigger profit. Okay. The reason you're closing partial is because you don't want to turn a winning trade into a losing trade. So close some partial profits for at least 20 pips or 30 pips, so you can constantly be banking profits all the time. So closing partial meaning you're closing 0.5 lots of a one standard lot, you're closing 0.05 of a 0.1 lot, 0.03 of 0.05, and then you can hold and swing. Swing meaning you're holding a trade for more than 1 day or one session, more than 3 days, 4 days, sometimes weeks. But you better look at the higher time frame before you hold the trade. And then high probability trade chart patterns that are in line with the higher time frame. Head and shoulder on the bigger time frame is very good. Daily, 4-hour, and weekly is very good. Obviously, trade pairs JPY, DNZD during the Asian session. If you're trading USD, CAD, NASDAQ, it's best to trade them on the US session. Obviously, if you see a setup, you can trade them anytime. Then obviously trade Euro, GDP, DAX trade during the London session. Trade few pairs so that you can master those pairs. Don't trade everything, focus on new pairs. And then like I keep saying this, when I emphasize, let's push IB. If you don't know what is IB is when you're promoting a certain broker and that broker is legit, is good. And then if you can do that, we can also sign up under one broker. It will help in terms of our events during the live sessions, even having an office for everyone that is run by the broker, not us, but the broker. So if you want to have a meeting, you want to meet up there, you can go there and meet up and have a proper trading session and a proper class, because basically I want to trade in my own space. I want to travel. I don't want to be running an office. But if you sign up under one broker, that broker can open up an office in certain areas where we can actually meet up and trade. And whenever you're also free, you can invite it with some of your friends, can go there and just trade live under that broker. Okay. Otherwise, guys, this is a game plan that I've been talking about. The game plan obviously is like the game plan that I have is this. Okay. As obviously we're gonna be having this Telegram and WhatsApp group where we're just gonna be doing analysis every day. You'll be having a certain target in terms of your trading accounts. If you are busy, too much busy to trade, set up a PEM account, but also be very active in terms of the mentorship. When you're doing Zoom classes, Zoom session, if you miss a Zoom session, make sure you get them on the YouTube channel. But always make sure that you watch the videos and you read the ebooks. Otherwise, have a good one. Stay blessed. Remember, you can feel free to ask me a question on my numbers, and yeah, also on Telegram or email. Otherwise, stay blessed, and yeah, that's is all for now. Okay. I'm actually gonna post this on YouTube. So even the channel, make sure you subscribe and you hit the notification bell so that you can be able to get whatever videos I upload. Okay, bye.